Howdy folks, BC here, and you're watching Deucing Guns. Little channel update. If you've ever had any trouble trying to find my site and or telling somebody else where it is, I'm actually dropping the BC part of my channel name, and you can find me now at www.deucingguns.com. Just go there and it'll send you straight to my YouTube channel. Now on to the show. I've noticed lately that most of the pellets I can find are hollow points. I've never checked this out, but I'm not sure if a pellet gun has enough energy to actually expand a hollow point and make it more lethal than a solid nose pellet. So I'm going to take a bucket full of water here. I'm going to shoot into it. Water is the best medium to show how a bullet, or in this case a pellet, can expand if it's a hollow point. If it doesn't expand in water, it's not going to expand in anything live, trust me. So let's check that out. Okay, first of all I'm going to get a baseline for the speed of these Crosman Premier hollow points and my very abused Ruger Airhawk. And we're looking at about 916 for the speed. I can't remember what the weight is on these pellets. I'll put them in the description right now. I also want to check out the Crosman Destroyer pellets with the funny raised middle. It's kind of a hollow point, kind of not. I'm not even sure if it's supposed to expand or not, but I'm going to check it out as well to see what happens when it hits water. So of course the chronograph baseline first. Quite a bit faster. I think it's a lighter pellet. And we're looking at 945 for the feet per second. Now let's see what they do in the water. This is the Crosman Premier hollow point. Stick it in my micrometer here. And as you can see, it is a 1.7 and looks like 6.5, somewhere between 7 and 6. So we'll see if it expands when it hits the water. Okay, loading up the Ruger Airhawk. I've got the main camera and I've got a close-up here. Safety off. Hope it don't get wet. It got a little wet. Now let's fish that out. Whoa! Ha! It totally expanded. I would never have guessed. Let me show you this. And there we have it. That pellet is 2, 3, was it 1? 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 2. And here's the extreme close-up. This is your standard out of the box before fired premium Crosman hollow point in .177 caliber, so 17 caliber pellet. Here is the same pellet after being fired into a bucket of water. It is bigger than, if you look, it's bigger than this 22 by just a fraction, but it is bigger than a 22. I would not have guessed that in a million years, that it had enough energy to actually expand that much. That is really impressive. What's getting hot now? Okay, these are the Crosman Destroyer-EX pellets, the hollow point with the kind of pointy center. Okay, if you can see that, it is measuring at 1.175, and I measured a bunch of them in the box, and they were all about the same size, so a little bit undersized was unusual. So let's see what they do when they actually hit the water. Wow, I had a lot more energy. Quite a bit more energy, much more splash. Let's see what the pellet did. Wow. Huh. I did not expect that at all. Now, as you can see, here's the standard Crosman Destroyer-EX. Here it is after hitting the water. It did expand. It seemed to have a lot more energy. It did expand not as much as the true hollow point, but it did expand to about, I believe I measured it at just at like 0.190, 195, something in that range. So not as big as the true hollow point, but still impressive nonetheless. So in conclusion, the hollow point expanded to the larger size, but the Destroyer-EX seemed to have more energy. There was definitely more energy felt out of the water, and the splash was larger. So I would recommend either of these for a small game hunting pellet. Now I also took the same approach to testing 22 pellets. I've got a video right here. When it goes live, I will have a link to my new video for 22 pellet testing. And remember that my website is now www.deuceandguns.com. Go ahead and like, favorite, and subscribe, and I hope you guys enjoy your day. See ya.